And is she someone that's your type?
Um, Not so much.
And
Yeah.
why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You need to really check on your ends before you talk about long or short hair, because a lot of girls with long hair be having no hair just because it's long is thin. So yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. Okay.
Sounds triggered.
Know what you say before you talk to black women. That's it.
A white man today at the YMCA told me to get off of a machine because he so-called was using a machine when he wasn't. As I was approaching the machine was actually vacant. Okay? So he says, I was using that machine. I said, no, you weren't, because there was no one there. You were on another machine, right? I say all this to say this. There were two black men present when I was getting into it with these people, okay? This big, buff, 300-pound white male was walking towards me, as well as his girlfriend was also walking towards me, and they sat there and didn't say a word. And guess what? They seen what happened. They seen what happened in the beginning when this man told me to get the hell off the machine. And you know what they did? They sat there like cowards. They sat there like cowards. And black men, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this is why nobody respects you. Let me just say that, some of you, this is why this is why no one respects you, and nobody is respecting your women either.
Cleaning house before we get started. For those who are rocking with me from day one, I appreciate the support. For those who may be new here, coming in and out the door, for your boy, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Everybody in your engagement absolutely helps promote me into the YouTube algorithm. I thank y'all for the support. Now, let's get to it. Drop the video. Let's go.
And is she someone that's your type?
Not so much.
And why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You need to really check on your ends before you talk about long or short hair, because a lot of girls with long hair be having no hair just because it's long is thin. So yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. Okay.
Sounds triggered.
It's not triggered. I'm just,
First of all, I didn't say the hairstyle she had was not good.
You
I
said
just
you
said
don't like girls with long hair. That's not right. You should never said that at all. As a black brother, you should have kept that as what it was. You should have just said, you're not just my type. But hair, it's a different, you can't talk about hair. If you want hair, go get what you want. If you want Becky with the long hair, go get what you want. Don't talk to black women up here about hair. That's just it. And I'm not triggered. Like I said, at the end of the day, your hair is nappy. Your hair is short. You should be happy where you came from. Period.
Can I talk, or are you gonna interrupt me again?
I don't want to hear what you have to say.
You
can say what you want to say,
Yeah.
but don't talk about black people here. But
So-
let's hear from him. Go
So
ahead.
again, her hairstyle, there's nothing wrong with it. So it's my preference, right? So if I'm here to date, I'm here to find someone for me. So I'm not dating multiple people. You're not dating multiple people. So my comment to her has no sort of
But
significance on
I'm a
you.
black woman. If I want to wear my hair like hers one day, what you gonna say? Oh, I don't like your hair. I'm gonna go date Becky up the street. Follow along. Thank you.
I'll say this, at the end of the day, are you here to find a man, or are you here to be
I'm
with,
not here to find you. I'm here
Are-
to find someone that's gonna accept me, floss and all. And if you can't accept this
Sounds-
young lady up
Sounds like
here,
you're here to find the sister code.
no,
So we can
I'm
move
actually,
forward.
women,
We can move forward.
We are here, and
We
there's
can
a
move
lot
forward.
of black women that's lined up in here. Know what you say before you talk to black women. That's it.
I want y'all to notice something, right? Before I give my commentary, let me make this point really quick. She believes that that woman with her natural hair has flaws. Did you notice what she said? My flaws and all. So she has the perception that there's something wrong with that woman's hair, and that's why she was triggered. Let me say this. Black men are allowed and have the right to express their preference. Now, do I believe that men should be nasty, mean, and rude and bash women about the head with their preference? No. But this man absolutely has the right to express his preference, especially since he was asked. He did nothing wrong. He wasn't being belligerent or disrespectful. This woman saw an opportunity to go viral. And that's what she came there for. She saw a perfect opportunity to show girls and be on girl code for absolutely no reason. The man only gave an answer when he was asked what he preferred, and he prefers longer hair. By the way, notice that she has extensions in her head, braids. She has what's represented as long hair in her head. I know the cognitive dissonance is crazy with these people. She has long hair. Now, there's nothing wrong with that woman who he said his particular type, she wasn't because of her hairstyle. There's nothing wrong with him saying that. If he would have belittled her hairstyle and called her hair short and nappy like she did, by the way, then yes, I would say he had a problem. But he didn't. This woman was triggered because clearly she has some insecurities about her own hair and she claims to be a beautician or something. My thing is this. Jumping down a man's throat because he has a preference is ridiculous. There are women that get on this show and say the most asinine, absurd things why they reject men. His shoes, his belt, his clothes, the way he's dressed. I don't like light-complected men. And by the way, I have a clip of a woman saying that exact thing. Let's roll it right now, and we'll come back.
Someone that's your type?
I don't like light-skinned men, however, you are very attractive.
That's cool. Make a move, yeah.
If it's light, it ain't right.
That's
But you're cute. You're handsome, sir.
As you can clearly see, this woman had no issue saying that he's handsome, but he's light complected, and if he light, it ain't right. And she even did a little dance and made a mockery of this man, but that's completely okay. Notice how that didn't go viral. This here did. My thing is this. Black women, especially those on social media and shows like this, have a profound problem with projecting misandry. You believe that you're superior and black men are inferior to you, and you always have to constantly check black men and put them in their place. Even on a fucking dating show, you believe that you're supposed to put this man in his place over his own particular personal preference. But you can have all the preferences in the world. Unrealistic expectations and preferences, by the way, but you felt the need to belittle this man on a national platform because you wanted to have a viral moment and belittle this man because he simply said, not for me. He didn't do it in a nasty way. He didn't do it in a mean way. He simply said, not for me. And by the way, the host asked why she wasn't his type. He didn't freely give up that information. It was a follow-up, which is what they do on this show all the time. And she took an opportunity, I should say, to have a viral moment. I hope it was worth it. I hope what you did got you some followership, because what you did was completely ridiculous, asinine, and stupid. But you know what? This young man had a actual response or a reply to this whole moment. Let's see what he had to say. Let's check it out.
So unfortunately, I didn't get a match, but, it's fine. For me, it's all about preference. Seems like the ladies took the comment about the hair some type of way. And, that lets me know that the contestants in there just weren't for me. I want a girl that knows that if I make a comment about someone else, it has nothing to do with us. I want a girl that's always going to have my back and understand that, if you're with me, I've already chosen you. And if I've already chosen you, you shouldn't feel threatened by a comment I make to someone else. I don't feel the comment was malicious, and it's all preference. Women want guys a certain height. They want a guy that makes certain income. They want a guy dressed a certain way. I heard comments about, they didn't like what I was wearing. I didn't get mad, I accepted it and I moved on. It is what it is. But the fact that they're popping based on someone else's, situation lets me know they're not independent thinkers.
Facts. And this is the sister circle where they need constant validation from one another, regardless if they're trying to find love or companionship. If the girl circle doesn't agree with who you are, then they're going to reject you. And this is how a lot of black women on social media X themselves out of good relationships and good men, because they're looking for female validation for every single move they make, even interpersonal relationships and dynamics in relationships. If the girlies don't agree, then I can't rock with it. And this is what I tell y'all. A lot of times y'all I wish there was a way we could see the misandrists and feminists and the carpet munchers coming a mile away. Because a lot of these women are radical feminists and misandrists, and they're part of the LGBTQ community, and they're hiding amongst straight women, I should say. I wish there was a way we could see them immediately. And I wish they would start raising their hands and coming forward and say, I don't F with men, but I'm just trying to go viral and have a moment right now. Because that's all she did. She belittled this man for simply having a damn preference. Why was his preference so out of line? He didn't say her hair was nappy. He didn't say, short hair. Oh, I can't stand it. It looks gross. It's nasty. He simply said, I have a preference for longer hair. And by the way, a lot of black women change their hairstyles up constantly. They can have short hair, braids, long hair, whatever they do. Who cares? Nobody. I don't care how black women choose to change their hair. But if I say I don't like a particular hairstyle and I disqualify that woman from a dating scenario or a marriage scenario or a relationship scenario, I should be allowed to do so without any pushback from the sister circle and the high heathen clan telling me I'm wrong and you shouldn't talk to black women this way. This is nonsense, man. This is utter nonsense. I hope that young man never goes on a show like that again, and I hope he does truly find someone he can rock with and support him without being part of the sister circle. Don't worry, young man. There are plenty of decent women in reality out here that'll probably flock to a guy like yourself. You seem like you got a good head on your shoulder. You seem like a guy that's not into them streets. You don't seem like you're on the block. You seem like a well-spoken, educated man. And don't worry, don't despair. There are going to be some women out here who are going to see you for what you are. That one on that show, she was full of nonsense and she was just trying to go viral.
A white man today at the YMCA told me to get off of a machine because he so-called was using a machine when he wasn't. As I was approaching the machine was actually vacant. Okay, so he says I was using that machine. I said, no, you weren't, because there was no one there. You were on another machine, right? So he tried to use intimidation tactics and tried to antagonize me to get off of the machine. And I stood my fucking ground and I looked directly at him and I said that I will not get off this machine because I pay for this membership as well as you do. And you don't own the fucking gym. You don't own this gym, so you don't tell me what to do. So fast forward, he's extremely pissed off and he's running around there just throwing weights around. He looks as though he is agitated. So again, I'm finished with my reps on that machine. So I go to the other side of the gym and I started doing some lateral pull downs. Now this was supposed to be my leg day, but I wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit, right? So I started doing lateral pull downs. So as I'm doing that, I am scanning the gym and I see him talking to this girl. And I'm just looking around. I said, okay, I'm assuming that it's his girlfriend. Because again, I got one eye open with him because he was slamming stuff around and I don't know what he is capable of, right? So he says something to her and she walks over to me and says, hey, I was using that machine. So at this point, I'm pissed the fuck off. And I'm saying, okay. I said, you know what? I said, leave me the fuck alone. I said, I know he sent you over here to fuck with me because he did the same shit over there, but I'm gonna need for you to leave me the fuck alone and back the fuck away from me. I said, I am using this machine and you're not. So I forgot to add that when she approached me about the machine that she was not on, she was on the other side of the gym. He was standing in behind her as if he was protecting her, even though I know that he sent that bitch over there to say something to me. You understand? So one thing led to another. So at this point, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel highly threatened because I am the only black woman in there. And there is a white man and it is a YT woman. And they look like they're not standing down. So I grabbed a weight and I said, look, don't you take another motherfucking step towards me. And I genuinely mean that. So everybody's looking at us. And then next thing you know, the employees walk over and say, hey, what's going on? Blah, 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 this and the third. She immediately tried to play victim. Well, all I was asking her, no, you was trying to intimidate me. You and your narcissistic boyfriend was trying to intimidate me. He got mad and he got triggered and he was all in his ego because I would not stand down from this man. So he sent you as if you gonna motherfucking do something and you're not. And like I said before, I told them, back the fuck away from me. Y'all, I picked up a weight and everything. Anyway, I say all this to say this. There were 2 black men present when I was getting into it with these people, okay? This big, buff-ass, 300-pound white male was walking towards me as well as his girlfriend was also walking towards me, and they sat there and didn't say a fucking word. And guess what? They seen what happened. They seen what happened in the beginning when this man told me to get the hell off the fucking machine. And you know what they did? They sat there like fucking cowards. They sat there like fucking cowards. And black men, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this is why nobody fucking respects you. Some, let me just say that, some of you pussy ass niggas. This is why this is why no one respects you, and nobody is respecting your women either. This is why that video went viral with that man calling them black women a hard ER and calling them all type of bitches and shit. And y'all sat there like three fucking little stooges and was laughing and thought the shit was motherfucking funny. Y'all are not fucking respected nowhere. Do you hear me? The fucking gall, the fucking audacity of you to just sit there, and watch a big, strong, white male walk towards a black woman as if he finna knock her motherfucking head off. Y'all some pussy ass niggas. You notice, okay, when the white woman walked towards me, the white male was standing behind her, even if he knew she was wrong, because he knew she was wrong. But because it's the principle behind certain things, he knew to still protect her, regardless of her being wrong or right. And this is something that you black men cannot fucking grasp. You know why? Because you spend all motherfucking day online arguing about 50-50 and arguing about what black women ain't doing, and everything is fucking black women fault. Whole time they out here antagonizing and fucking intimidating black women in public, and we do not feel safe and we do not feel protected, okay? But you know what? I'ma fucking land a plane with this one. And I'm speaking directly to you black women when I say this. Get you a motherfucking gun. Get you a fucking pew-pew. Don't you wait on no motherfucking body to stand up and do a motherfucking thing. I told them motherfucking crackers in there, don't you take don't take another motherfucking step towards me. And if you want to get stupid, we can go outside to my motherfucking trunk. The bitter reality is, black women, you are alone. You are by yourself and you are not protected. Because the real niggas is overpowered. Okay? They are overpowered by these tap dancing ass niggas. Point blank, period. Woo, child, y'all had a day, y'all.
She sounds delightful, doesn't she? Let me say this. Random strange black men don't owe you protection. No one does. And here's something that you didn't think of. Maybe those men didn't like you. Maybe they see that you're the type of woman who's disrespectful and belligerent, and maybe you deserve that confrontation you got. Another thing is, what kind of strategy is this? I've never seen this strategy actually work, right? It's the strategy of, I want you to do something for me, but I'm going to cuss you out, call you names, insult you, emasculate you, call you everything but a son of man, or God, I should say. And then I'm going to expect you to do something for me after all of that. What the hell kind of strategy is this that some black women like herself just put out to the world as if this is somehow going to convince black men to lay down their life for you after your belligerence? I've never saw this strategy actually work. What kind of strategy is this? I've heard of the carrot and the stick strategy, right? Where you can sometimes use a stick and sometimes you have to use a carrot. But with these type of women, these misandrists online here, it's all stick. I want to beat you and beat you and beat you with a stick into submission. See, what they want is attack dogs. This is what they want. They want attack dogs. She said it herself, whether I'm right or wrong. So they want to be wrong, and they still want you to lay down their life for them in their wrongness. A question that so many men constantly ask women like yourself. If those men have lost their life, if they had been unalive, what are you going to do for their families? How are you going to make it right with their children, with their wife, with their mothers, with their loved ones? See, because the women in their family are going to ask what happened. And you're going to say, well, I was doing something wrong and I expected them to lay down their life for me even though I was doing wrong. You think they're going to be okay with that? You think the women in her family going to be okay with you doing bullshit, endangering their loved one's life because you want ultimate protection, even if you're doing devilment? You think they're going to be okay with that? You think the women in their lives are going to be okay with that? That they laid their lives down for your foolishness? Where are the men in your family? Where is your brother? Where is your father? Where is your cousins? Where's your uncles? Where are the men in your life to protect you? You didn't get on the phone. You didn't have the wherewithal to pull out your cell phone. I know you do because you had the wherewithal to pull out your cell phone to tell these lies, by the way, because I don't believe any of this. You had the wherewithal to pull out that phone and record this content, but you couldn't pull out your phone and call one of your male family members to come down and regulate shit for you? Nah, no. This is content forming. This is traumatainment. This is misandry. See, you knew this type of thing would get traction. So you concocted this fable, this story, which I believe didn't happen at all. I've seen some of your content, and you're a very belligerent, disrespectful woman. So I don't believe you were just this hapless little lamb that this big 300-pound white guy came over and just disrespected you. No. Even if this story happened, you were being disrespectful. You were being entitled. You felt like this space belonged to you at that moment and he should wait his turn. And I know you didn't do it nicely because you're not a nice person. You don't come across as a nice person. Even in your attempt to get or garner protection, it was done out of belligerence and disrespect. And you want us to believe you did nothing wrong? I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. Black men are not your attack dogs. Black men are not going to lay down their life for some strange, random black woman who has disrespect and belligerence on her mind. No one is going to come to your aid but the men who are in your direct bloodline. Your father, your brother, your cousin, or your uncles. Because if you're looking to be protected by random men because you want to be out here and be disrespectful, rude, and belligerent and do whatever the fuck you want to do, and you think someone is still going to lay down their life because you want to get your jollies off by being this strong woman who put everybody in their place, girl, you out of your damn mind. Ain't nobody laying down their life for you. You're full of shit. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Now, I'm going to look straight in this camera and say this. No one cares. And if you get hurt because you don't know how to hold your tongue, so be it. Because women like yourself are a scourge on society. You want to walk around here, cuss people out, be belligerent, be disrespectful, rude, brash, and nasty, and you think someone is going to protect you out of all of that. After you do all of that nonsense, someone is going to be there to take the fall for you and your bullshit. Girl, you got another thing coming. Yeah, you right. You did right to advise women to go get a pew-pew because if you are depending on other people to help you out of your nonsense, to help you be belligerent and to further your disrespect, you got another thing coming. And I hope you have the day you deserve with your dumb ass. That's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. I'll catch y'all in the credits. 2 fingers. Peace. I'm out of here. Belligerent MFer.
Black Jesus.
You think that what we're fighting about is stupid. Just cause you don't agree don't mean it's stupid. Lately communication feels so useless. If we don't got that obsessive love, then what are we doing? I don't ask for much from you. It's like you don't got the time to lose. Make me feel like I'm a burden. When I tell you